Hello and welcome to a new game that I'm starting today, playing as this fellow right here, Count Geraud II of Geneva, here in the 1066 start. I'm going to be playing this game with completely default settings, all the DLC, including the most recent Wandering Nobles, and no mods, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Starting here because what I'm going to try to do is create the Swiss Confederation through decision, where we need to be a vassal of the HRE, which we are currently. I'm going to need to get the Duchy of Krezia and Transdrania, and then as well, if we also have the Duchy of Savoy, they will all become a part of that kingdom title. And I chose this guy in particular because I am anticipating that we are going to be given as a vassal to this Duke of Piedmont right here, who also has the Duchy of Savoy. So just a little bit more of a challenge than if we had started as one of these guys or as the Duke himself or whatever, just to, give ourselves an extra step to deal with here. So our fellow is Catholic French, House Geneva, whatever. Actually a pretty interesting character, pretty strong. A lot of good stats. He is chaste, brave, and paranoid. We have a military education. A couple children already. Our guy is getting on in years. He's 46. So we're going to raise our kids here. Our daughter is married actually already. Okay, interesting. And she's currently acting as our spy master. We actually have a little grandson as well. So he's in House Savoy. We'll figure more out about our family here. The first thing I kind of want to do is look at this new stuff because I haven't actually done it yet. So the Wandering Lifestyle, I'm probably going to be heading into. Our guy has Gallant already unlocked, so it's kind of a good chance for us to switch. We're going to be having a look at these. So apparently these will unlock new activities, Inspection, Hike, and Monument Expedition. So that's cool. Let's have a look at the lifestyle focuses first here. Probably going to take a while to go through this, but it's brand new, so something to do. Just off the bat, two of them actually have stewardship, so that's really nice. Stewardship and intrigue with control growth. -2 stress for every travel location, and then 2 diplomacy. And then this one plus 50 prestige for every point of interest, and then martial and stewardship. So I tend to like these two a little bit more. This one, not so sure about. I think I'm going to head here, but let's have a look at the trees first. Actually, let's just get to the good stuff really quick here. Inspector, okay, more stewardship, very nice. 2 stewardship, long range bonus, development growth, and travel safety. Okay, just overall quite strong benefits, not too specific, just pretty good though. More diplomacy in this middle tree. Prowess and stress loss per level of fame. Okay. Oh, wow, and then more stewardship here. Okay, 2 stewardship, some passive prestige, 0.25, diplomatic range, and travel speed. So this one's travel safety, this one's travel speed. I like the prestige here. The diplomatic range, I'm not sure I care too much about, but honestly, very similar overall. I think that Inspector might just be a little bit better. I do like the prestige there, though. Okay, so let's have a look at these trees. Traveling through domain holdings improves the effectiveness of your stationed men-at-arms. Okay. Not sure how much that does. You gain the traveler trait, so you just get it automatically. And you gain experience when you arrive at your destination, as opposed to just arrive back home, I believe is how it currently works. You can get this automatically when you're playing in the Catholic world through visiting the Pope and just going through Rome. So not the strongest unlock, but you know what, sometimes you might be able to get this before you go there, so not too bad. Development growth and control in owned counties when hosting activities in them. Okay, it's pretty specific though. You need to actually host an activity there to do it, but interesting. A little bit of vassal opinion, some marriage acceptance, and unlocks the tutoring trip travel option. Okay. Interesting. Bringing your heir when traveling the realm will teach them about the life of a ruler. Okay, cool. And then you get inspection here. Domain taxes plus 10%, very nice. Some vassal tax contribution, And you gain the inspection activity. Okay, so I thought you just got these automatically, but it looks like you might actually need... Okay, do we need to do each of these? There we go. Hike, monument expedition. So you do not gain them automatically. You're going to actually have to unlock a few things here in order to get them. So inspection of your lands to ensure the realm is well-running machine. Look for opportunities to improve upon the current bureaucracy and situation. Interesting. Not too specific. We're going to have to try it out, I guess. Well, depending on which tree we end up going down, we'll try out whatever the new one is. Same realm scheme secrecy. Create travel itinerary decision. Trade gold for an artifact. Okay, interesting. 20% more taxes from intimidated vassals, and another decision. We'll go through these decisions whenever we actually have an opportunity to try them out. They tend not to give you too much information here. Improve their county in their current location. That actually sounds pretty good. I'm interested. Ooh, +1 domain limit. Okay, very strong. Oh, let's go have a look at this actually while I'm at it. I'm awaiting this nerf. It's still +2 domain limit. Maybe they'll never nerf it. I don't know. Another +1 domain limit here. So very, very strong. Holding an inspection activity. So that's the one that you unlock here. Will also apply the effects of a local arbitration to that county. And no stone unturned effectiveness. So that's this. Gets improved by 50%. So it kind of improves on itself as you go further down the tree. And then we've already looked at this. Wow, very nice tree. Any tree that has +1 domain limit or more is obviously very strong. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that is one of the better ones. Probably the best of these three, although I haven't had a look at the other two. But it's hard to beat getting any sort of domain limit. Let's have a look at Wayfarer. Supply duration, travel safety, decreased travel option cost. Okay, just some kind of generic benefits there. Different culture and different faith. And then we gain fame for every holding we visit. Interesting. So this one's definitely based around diplomacy. You can tell from the journey focus and from the Wayfarer trait that it's more diplomacy related. Your children have a chance to gain prowess and the traveler trait. Legend spread chance. This is where we get hike. And then we gain fame from travel and hike events. Okay. Promote cultural acceptance. Increase popular opinion. Travel companion opinion, caravan master aptitude. Yeah, not sure about this tree. Diplomacy per level of fame. Okay, that always seems to be there. And then we get a couple travel options here. Slower for much less stress gain. And then we lose dread, but we also lose tyranny. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super into this thus far. Unlock the hike, long hike, and then we lose 50% more stress while traveling. Okay. A lot of diplomatic options here and some stress management options. It feels like not the strongest, but I would like to try it out. Hike seems interesting. Okay, let's go and look at Voyager. Swing the scales of power has increased efficiency and diarchs are more loyal when you are traveling. Okay. Diplo range. Okay, so there is some Diplo range +15, +15. Activity options cost. Yeah, I guess that's kind of strong passive benefit there. Point of interest, stress loss, and prestige. Okay, I like these little benefits. They seem to point you towards the more you're actually going to travel around, the more benefit you're going to get out of them. So that's kind of cool. Minus 15% mercenary hire cost. Private army, a little bit of safety, a little bit of speed. Okay. Journey, this is where we get our monument expedition. An expedition to a famous monument or landmark to improve yourself by delving into the history, knowledge, or mysteries that dwell there. Interesting. A little bit of learn language benefit as well. Your capital will gain development if you travel to a more developed destination. Seems pretty straightforward. Depends how much it actually gives you, though. Point of interest rewards +30%. That's nice. One more language. Okay, whatever. 10 opinion with anyone traveling to your capital. 10 opinion when visiting someone else's capital. Okay, this seems like something that would be more in this tree, but okay. And court position aptitude. A little bit better per known language. And then, of course, the Voyager. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go down this one. Of course, like these are new lifestyles, so I want to try them out a little bit here. I think I'm going to go for this, destination focus. I like the idea of getting 50 prestige is pretty good for point of interest. If I needed the control growth, maybe I could think about this, but I do think that destination focus seems like the best. And then I'm going to be heading down Inspector, I think, just to try it out. So now that we've wasted like 10 minutes just looking at these new trees, but you know what? Gotta look at them when they're new. Whenever I get unpaused here, we are going to be given to this fellow as our liege. He looks like a fine liege, though. He's seems like a nice dude. So I don't think he's going to try to take our land. He doesn't have a claim on it. Oh, does he? No, he doesn't have a claim on it. Right. So how are we doing here? Let's have a look at our land, because we don't have very much of it. We can raise our crown authority, which I might just do that, because I kind of want to take this extra barony here from him. Yeah, sorry about that. We only got one county, so I'd rather have 2 baronies. And then we should have a mayor here as well. He looks like he's our marshal, but he's not too terribly good at it, so we're going to have some work to do there. Good to know. Our military is just these armored footmen, so let's go ahead and put them down. Probably not going to be expanding too rapidly in this game. We are, of course, going to eventually want to acquire these 3 duchies, but I'm just not going to be pushing the issue all that quickly here. I'm going to be, you know, just taking it easy and trying to enjoy myself here. In my previous game, I got the Conqueror trait, and I was warring non-stop, so I'm planning to take it a little bit slower this time. So we will go and pay homage, of course. Can I get there in time before I get given as a vassal? Because I don't think you can pay homage when you're not a direct vassal. Maybe not, actually. We'll see. We're going to have to fill out our council. It's a little bit of a mess. Let's try swaying this guy to start. At least we did get a good bishop, and he's very good and he's young. Probably going to have to grab a caravan master. Didn't used to focus on it too much, but now that we're going to be wandering around a little bit more, it's probably not a bad idea. Let's just do this. You, and you, and you, and we'll see who we get there. I don't think we need a High German teacher. Do I really not speak the language? No, I guess not. We're French, right? So that should be something that we do right away. Our liege is French as well. Well, our future liege. So let's try to learn his language. Or can we not sway at the same time? Yeah, let's just sway our bishop up. For starters. Do we have any guests? We do, you. You would actually be a very good diplomat, a chancellor, but unfortunately she can't do the job for us. 25 gold. Oh, we're paranoid, I forgot. Okay, that's going to be 40 stress. We might have to just do it anyways. Probably not going to be playing this character for too long, given that he is paranoid. But we do have a son ready to go already, so that's good. Do we have anyone good at these jobs? Well, we have a very small court. We basically have no one here. You can do that. We have no one to do these jobs. I might just go ahead and invite knights as well, just to see who we get here. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to unpause the game here and get going. 2 out of 11 knights. It's very tragic. Okay, wet nurse. We do want the better one. Oh, it's only 15 gold now. I feel like it used to be a lot more expensive. And here is one of these guys as court physician. Oh, this guy's actually a very good diplomat too. Robert. Let's grab him. 50 gold. We're already broke. What about you? Also a good chancellor. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and fire that guy from being caravan master. We'll get one eventually, but we'll put him in here as chancellor, I think. And basically no one to be steward. What do I do here? If I move him, I don't have a marshal. Oh, this guy. Okay, yeah, let's do that. move him over there, and then our personal physician can also be a good marshal. So that works out okay, I guess. We at least got something going there. Alright, so our grandson we know about, our son we know about. This random dude is our wet nurse's kid. So there, we've been given to the Duke of Piedmont, our new liege. Hopefully he'll be kind to us. Gonna be hard to expand. I don't know how this is gonna go. I kind of did this for the extra challenge because obviously it would be much easier to play one of these three guys. You just invade one of your neighbors, and then you can make your duchy title. So it's much easier to be one of these three guys here. So he's made us steward, at the very least. That's good. Gets us more income. We might have to wait until he has to give some of his land away and then find a county to invade. Or we could always try to do this, just expand against one of our neighbors. Arption? Who did that? Oh, you right there. I assume once we become Switzerland, the Kingdom of Switzerland, which doesn't exist yet, we will be able to diverge into Swiss culture. I don't know, though. That seems like it would be a thing. Genevese. Yeah, I think that'll become Swiss once we eventually do form the kingdom title. So I'd like to make the Swiss culture. That'd be kind of cool. We're a little broke right now. 20 gold, 45. Wow. Yeah, not necessarily going to recruit these guys unless we do need to go to war. I think that we can actually take these guys right here. 80 stress from being paranoid. Let's do a find secrets thing. So he's allied to who? That's quite far away. We might be able to actually take him down before that happens. He's got 100 armored footmen, so do we. We definitely do have the advantage here just based on size. Getting an alliance would not be the worst thing. So who is your husband? This guy. He's in Savoy. He is the brother of the Duke here. Okay. So we could be an alliance, but he's not really into it because of the military strength and the difference in rank. But our families are, like, kind of loosely related here. No one else, unfortunately. If we could have another kid, especially another daughter, that would be nice. Or we can try to get an alliance with our son. Wouldn't be the worst thing. I probably don't want to form it right now. Now that's interesting. Venice would help us win basically any war that we want. I don't think I'll do that immediately. Okay, so I think that that event popped up saying, hey, I think my wife's cheating on me, is only there because we're paranoid, basically, and not because she actually is. Trusting, humble, and diligent doesn't seem like the type that would be cheating, especially right off the start of the game here. So obviously what we do want to do here is wander, if we're in the wandering lifestyle, right? Whatever it's called. Wandering lifestyle, yeah. Destination focused. Let's find a destination. Need a little bit more gold. Maybe we'll head down on a pilgrimage, visit the Pope. Certainly going to try out the new ones. I think inspection is the one that we get in the tree that we're planning on going down. So whenever we get that, I'll try it out for sure. Other than that, what else are we doing? We could do a university visit. Again, we're going to need more gold. Whenever we get invited to stuff, I'm usually just ignoring it, but in this game, I think that I'll probably take it more than likely. So we'll just see what ends up, what we get invited to. Oh. There's a war in the Empire. War against the tyranny. Okay, so I don't think she's going to win that. She's alone. See what ends up happening. I didn't actually have a look here. Okay, so we do have a little defensive building as well as these hunters' lodges. I would like to get hill farms, I think would be a good thing to do. And then what's going on over here? Again, we have the defensive building. Not too bad. probably build quarries there as well, just to get our income up a little bit here. I need to think what's a higher priority, making these buildings or wandering around. We could do a pilgrimage just to kind of get us started here. How's this going? Okay, so that's in our liege's realm, but not really that close to us. But in our lifestyle, we are going to get prestige from visiting points of interest, of which there should be at least a couple on the way to visiting the Holy Father. So that seems like a good first destination to go for here. Oh, nice. We gained a little boost to our health. I don't think it has any effect yet, but if anything happens to us, which could easily happen when we're paranoid, it could give us some benefit. Okay, so this is just 20% now. Yeah, let's abandon that. We are chaste. So maybe I seduced her. Oh, it costs 80 stress. Yeah, let's not do that then. Fine, whatever. Let's try learning his language, our liege. It's poor chance, but we can just work on it over time. Yeah, so if we're going to take wandering lifestyle, let's at least wander a little bit. How much is this going to cost us to actually go down there? So we can pass through a few different spots. 1, 2, 3. 50 gold. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's make sure that we pass through everything that we want to see, and then after we visit the Vatican, we will be sure to visit Rome as well. A lot of crap here. Yeah, just the Mountaineer, and then all of a sudden we're pretty good. Let's hit this spot on the way back as well. Is that worth going to? Martial lifestyle experience, and then again we get the 50 anywhere we go. A little forest danger. Alright, that looks like a nice wandering. Not too expensive either, 54. Yeah, let's just go for it and get started here. Something for our character to do. And we should have a bunch of new events as well from the new DLC. Most of them, I would assume, are related to travel. So hopefully we'll get to see some of those here. Oh, this looks like it. Yes, Wandering Nobles. A man of unusual skills. Okay. Adopt his ways. We get the Novice Physician. Interesting. Or 40 stress. Do we care about this? A little bit of learning? Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Nice. That trait, your character doesn't usually get it. So that's cool that it's easier to get now, at least. Interesting. 50 gold for some travel safety. Or we just recruit this fellow here. Ooh, 20. 20 martial. And he's quite young and he's got nice prowess. Yeah, let's do that. We could put him in here. Let our physician just be our physician for the time being. Learn language. We gain some progress. Or we roll the dice here a little bit. Or we can recruit him. Oh, he's got a lot of learning. What will we be doing with him, though? We already have a decent physician. Let's try this out. It's double the days of progress, and we get some cultural acceptance with Ashkenazi 2/3 of the time. Damn. Not what we wanted. So we're gaining some prestige out of just visiting these spots. That's really nice. And there's the little feet popping up. So we were going to go down this one. I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm not sure that inspection is the most interesting one to me, but I do think that this tree looks overall the strongest. I would like to try this one out as well, but I think for now we're going to head down here. Unique looking tree with these 3 side by side like that. Yeah, let's work our way down to Inspector. Ooh. Killed by me, jeez. Well, we certainly can't recruit him, because that's going to be 120 stress. Yeah, let's get to 76 gold. That seems like something that we kind of need here. That's going to take us a long time to save up that much. Ooh, we gain Poet right off the bat, or Refined Poetry. Yeah, we're not going to be the one establishing any cultural traditions here, so forget that. Alright, there's our Pilgrim trait. Time to pray. It said poor chance, but 49% is actually not too terrible. The Pilgrim's Guide. Okay, I will take one. And we'll put that on. Trinket. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's a new slot. Journal. I thought that would be a journal. I guess not. It's still a trinket. Whatever. We'll see what actually journals are. Maybe there is some type of event to get us one. Yeah, let's not piss off the Pope just yet. Uh-oh. So this guy's going to war against our liege. Looks like 2 of them. 862. Yeah, no, you're the traitor. I think I'm chill with our liege. We'll just leave him for now. There's no point in us even trying to depose him. What would it accomplish? Nothing, really, I don't think. So there we go. Finished our little pilgrimage. Oh, nice. We've recruited a good knight. Perfect. And there we go. We gain Traveler automatically just by going through Rome, which makes this unlock here feel less good. But at least there's a secondary benefit to it. So let's go for this. Maybe we can get Wise Man? Nope. You gained the trait Open Terrain Expert. Really? No, I did not. Might be a bug, not sure. Tell me about Cologne. This is a new event. Traveling to the Barony of Cologne in a pilgrimage will give you piety, stress loss, and wandering lifestyle experience. Okay, nice. That is an easy one for us to do because it's a pilgrimage location. Cool. Does that give us a little... I'm not sure how it remembers, but that'll definitely be our next location that we're going to go to. The Fanatic. Join me. Oof, that's a lot of stress, though. 10 stress or 5 gold. You know what? You can have a little bit of gold. The stress can pile up very, very quickly when you're paranoid, so I won't invite it voluntarily here. Your ingenuity is commendable. Or we just go faster. Do we care about them having prestige? Let's just go. So they're sieging down his capital. What is he doing? I mean, it doesn't matter that we didn't side with them. If they depose him, then it's not going to have any negatives for us, I don't think. Grand Tournament. Yeah, no, I don't think that we're going to be doing that just yet. Grand Wedding, Grand Tour. I guess we can leave the notification for that up. Okay, anyways, we gained Pilgrim, we gained Traveler, we gained some experience in those. We got Poet on the way there too, which is nice, because we have the stronger version of Poet. And then we also gained the Novice Physician, which gave us learning and a little bit of disease resistance. So that seems really good. Hard to complain about that. I have no idea why he's just letting them siege his capital. We might as well raise our grandson as well, I guess. Oh. He's over there. This kid's in our court, yeah. We'll raise him. And now he's going to siege them. Okay, well, that might end up working well for him. No! I would so like to click these off. just in case you don't usually watch me play, I have decided basically to just forego switching their traits in favor of whatever they get automatically, just to give myself more variety in who I'm playing, and to add to the challenge a little bit as well. So I am going to be sticking with Paranoid here. Obviously, it is the worst pick of these three by far, but that's the reason why I'm not switching. And he went into Learning Focus as well instead of Stewardship, which I'm not super fond of. Actually, you know what? I love Learning. I should take that back. I would just rather him go into Stewardship, I guess I should say. He got Traveler as well and Pilgrim, so that's nice. Yeah, bummer. Not what we wanted to pass on to him, unfortunately. Our other traits are okay. So we're gonna be patient in looking for opportunities to expand. Oh, it looks like this got given away. That is his son, but we might just go ahead and take that from him. We'd also like to visit Cologne. We got that little event that gives us a little benefit from visiting Cologne. Hopefully this war will not find its way to our doorstep, although who knows how that's going to go. I am going to be continuing this on in the next part, though. Thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe and leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.